What is that show that you be like, I should have done that show?
I should have done that show.
Do you have any memories of any show like that?
I've done. There was one that I wanted to do with Alibaba. Because one of the things that also have helped me is service. I want to render service to people that are ahead of me. When I render service, I learn from them, and also it gives me platform, it gives me open door. I wanted to do one with Alibaba last year. I heard he was going to present an award. It was going to be anchoring an award in London, and I called him and said, "Sir, I want to go with you to London. I'm taking care of my flight. I have my visa. I just want to be your PA." And he said, "No problem." And my wife was pregnant, and we're praying that she gives birth February 14th, so that we do the naming, and then on the night of the naming, I take off to London and just spend 5. I won't believe 14th came, 15th came. All of a sudden, my wife gave birth February 18th. And the naming, you must do the naming. I can't get to London 2 days and come back, and it was painful because I wasn't going to do anything, but it was just something.
How did Ogali feel when?
No, he understood now. I wasn't on his bill, but he understood that I needed to stay back. I've lost count of how many events that I wish that I did. I wish.
Oh, let me ask the very obvious one. The one that you felt that the ground should just open and just swallow you and close.
Okay, I remember when Holy Malam sent me to Abuja in 2008. They took care of my flight. They paid, because of the mentality where I came from. I felt that they paid my flight. They gave me 40,000 for flight to and fro, and I was calculating 40,000. So I wanted to take Ilorin from Ilorin to me. I would just tell them to come and pick me up at the airport, But one of the things that he told me was enjoy the luxury when you enjoy because I didn't enter a plane as at 2008. It was my first time. Nobody in my family, trust me. I'd entered a plane and the excitement, and they paid me 120,000. 120.
Including the flight?
Including the flight. As at 2008. So to let you know that,
Unfortunately, that's what some people still pay some MCs now.
No, it's they paid me 120, and then I got to the hotel for 3 days. They booked my hotel too, and I was asking me pay 120 and to come do comedy. For like 2 days I was rehearsing. I said, God help me, I must be funny. I didn't know I was even entitled to feeding because I felt that the money they paid me was too much. So I would go outside. And because the mindset was just crazy, I would go outside and go and eat Mama Put. I didn't know that all I just need to do is just make it Mama Put.
Finish it, let's know.
Mama Put, and just go outside and buy 200. Because I was asking myself, how can I buy food in the hotel for 2,000 something? For where? I went, I took the flight eventually. Coming to Abuja. I'll go outside for 2 days. I will eat on the day of the event. Ladies and gentlemen.
Constipation.
I don't know what. It wasn't. It wasn't. I got on stage. Maybe I was too excited. And I got on stage. The jokes have been rehearsing for 2 days. I just get on stage. Another I didn't even know what I said. Less than 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I had finished. I'd done a lot of complimentary cards that from here I'm going to share my card. There was just one man that came to meet me. Your comedy was good, but I didn't understand what you were saying.
Oh no.
And so I understood that maybe it was because sometimes that's why if you're not careful, that's one of the reasons my passion.
Could it be that you were over-pampered?
I think I was so over-pampered. I don't just know. I just feel that me, 120, So that's why I understand the room of mentorship. I met Only Man that same 2008, and he gave me the platform. I met him in May 29th, and in September, he called me to Abuja. So it was, I don't want the same thing to happen to the guys coming behind me. I want them to mentored, understand the kind of event they are going for, be relaxed, do as if they are paying you. The stress I went through for 10 years, I don't see them. I don't have to let them go through. They might go through them for 5 years and be established. Yes, that's what I want to do. That's my passion, actually.
Okay, now let's move on to what you mentioned before a show.
Yes.
What is that thing you do? I remember talking to Baskem at one of the events, and he told me, he said, guy, he still has butterflies before his events.
Yes, I do.
So what relaxes you before your event?
Apart
from Mama Put.
Before my event, actually, I still feel this when I get on stage. As soon as I hold the mic, I still feel it. But when I say 1 or 2 words and I see the response, I get relaxed. When I'm not on stage, I'm seeing a movie, or I'm listening to radio, I'm listening to a message, because those are things that, I connect to people too, and all these things. So if I'm not on stage, I'm watching a movie or seeing a movie, or thinking about what I should say. If I'm going to climb a stage, the first thing I should say is important to me. That first thing, every other thing follows.
Since we're talking about promoting talent, who's the one comic that you've come in contact with?
Yes.
that is under your tutelage that you think is the next big thing?
Okay, Damola. Damola is, I'm sure most of the people at home have seen the video that went viral of him talking like a Yoruba woman, sharing a testimony and interpreting what happens when you go to a church and when you go to a woman sharing testimony. One of the big things. Damola is like, I met him 4 years ago in October 2012. Or 2011, and it's
there's something about October in your life.
Yeah,
a lot of things are happening around October.
It's very important. Yes, so this month, that's why I don't take it for granted. He's someone that amazing. He's a first-class student of political science. He just finished his masters, and he's amazing. He's very funny. His next big thing, even Alibaba knows. And I'm always happy because sometimes when and some of the opportunity I've got recently was from him because he realized that I was trying to make sure that it gets better. And so sometimes I just say, boss, let's go to this event together. So we have become from a protege to being a partner. Yes.
And when you say partner, that is...
As a colleague. I can call him a colleague now. I don't call him... He calls me his mentor, but, he has become my friend where we understand each other. People ask us, how do you relate on stage? How do you do these things on stage? We crack jokes, just like we did at Pastor Kwaju's wedding. We did it together. And it's amazing because
that church, because I remember, everybody was agog.
Yes.
And people could connect, they could relate with it. How long do you need to carry over a joke before you drop it?
Drop it.
Is there an expiry date, or you just keep using it for as long as...
Sometimes there's an expiry. Sometimes, like I've done some jokes. But you know how this thing go. You go to an event and you crack a joke, you crack a new joke, 2 jokes, and people come to meet you and say, I want that joke. I've left some jokes, but people want to remind me and say, Saco, can you crack the joke?
Do you write down your jokes?
Yes, I write down my jokes.
Is there a journal where you...
Yes, I do. I write down my jokes. As soon as the thought comes, I write them down. I have a book that I came with here that, some materials came to my mind and I just wrote them down. Yes,
it won't be bad to have like a Saco book of comedy, just an encyclopedia about your jokes.
It's possible. I think Alibaba is doing something like that. So
so you can't do it yet?
No.
No,
brother. He's doing something like that.
I'm just kidding. I mean, the spontaneity is fantastic. The idea is
great.
The basic concept is, for those who don't know, the basic concept of spontaneity is, and this is a plug-in for Alibaba, who is a mentor to me as well, is he has guys who come on stage, and you have 2 bowls, different topics in the bowls. You have you could have something like kitchen, rubber band, and they pick whatever they pick. They have to spit it, and it's shown the level of ingenuity and genius, if there's a word, in some of these guys, and they are so funny.
Very
they
funny.
Are so funny.
I envy them when when I go, I say, wow, I wish I had such opportunity, But I'm always excited when you don't speak and but it happens to when you go to an event and you don't see something and you don't make jokes. But it doesn't just happen because you have something. You actually have some jokes that at that time, you prepared. And so when the opportunity comes, and that's what we are trying to encourage, that you're funny, but at the same time you need to know where to use it, where not to use it. Yeah.
Okay, so if I do a spontaneity with you now and I say crack a joke with Diazani.
I know, no, I don't want to withdraw my passport. No.
But have you been put on? Let's have one of your most recent, or did I say your most recent or your favorite joke?
My favorite joke. Okay, well, my favorite joke is I usually make. I go to anyone and say greatest Akokite, and I hear great. And you know the way Unilag people.
Let's try it. That's it.
Greatest Akokite.
Oh yeah, camera.
Great.
They're not talking.
Great,
okay.
And so when I didn't go to University of Ilorin in Lagos, but when I do greatest, there's nowhere I go to I don't see them. I say greatest Akoka, I say great. I say I'm an Akoka too. I mean I stay on Akoka Road. I stay on Akoka Road. I stay at Akpako bus stop.
Not the same.
They just say not the same. But one of the jokes that I crack is I say that English is not by force. If you don't understand English, speak the one you understand. Somebody will see you in the morning and ask you how was work, and you're just going to work. Somebody will see you and ask you, how was your mother? Your mother is still alive. 30%, how was your family members? How was everybody in your family? So it's something that I play with words. What else again?
Don't worry, it's okay. It's okay. It's one of those things. But congratulations,
Thank you
Saco.
so much.
You've done so well. I've seen you perform, and like you rightly said, we've had 1 or 2 events together. Even for me, it's been a challenge trying to find how to harmonize the industry, because it's been played with a lot of segments and fragments and quarters and
that's
all that. But it happens in life, so we need to look beyond that. Congratulations on the academy. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
If you need me to speak, please let me know. I'll send you my invoice. So moving on to the
okay,
but I'll be glad to.
Thank you.
I'll be glad
so
to.
And I saw what you're also doing also on
TV.
Yes,
we're trying small.
Thank you so much.
We have to feed these children.
The amazing twins. Hallelujah.
Thank you very much, Saco. And of course, each and every one of you out there, thanks for joining us on Rubbin Minds. Congratulations again to Ebuka and Cynthia, wherever you are watching right now. Ebuka, you owe me one. And, well, we'll see how that goes. Happy birthday to my niece who turned 9, Idera Oyunso. Congratulations to you, sweetheart. We're coming to turn up at your venue. I'm Oscar Oyunso. Bye for now. Tune in next week on Rubbin Minds.
Let's go. So let's dance now. It is my turn. Just